What is going on, guys? I got a trade recap for you. I'm actually going to do two straight sessions. I'm going to go over Monday's trading recap, my trade that I took, and now Tuesday's trade that I also took for a combined around 20% gains on my $2,000 trading account. This is on two trades with an estimated holding time of about our average holding time of maybe 10 minutes. And on Monday, it was a lot longer. What I first want to go over for you guys is trading the morning volatility. Now, there are three ways you're going to open the market. You're going to gap up above, yes, the previous day's trading range. You're going to open within the previous day's trading range, or you're going to open below the previous day's trading range. So for Monday, we were opening within Friday's trading range. As you can see here, the low is down here. We were opening around, this level towards the bottom of the session, the previous day session, the bottom value. But we were still within that range. So immediately off the bat, that gives me the confidence to say, are these lows going to hold? One, and two, if we get into oversold conditions and we are still within range of the previous day, does that give me the confidence to buy at a value, at a support? And the answer is yes. Now, vice versa, if we were gapping below the previous day's range on an overnight move and completely cleared it, like today's session over here on the right, which we're still going. As you can see here, the low is marked off by this 291.21 level. We were gapping below the entire range. Now, we'll go back to Monday's session over here on the left. I have our support marked here at 296.48. Now, that came from what was that? That was the open on, there was the high on Tuesday, and then it was a support within Friday's trading range on the heavier time frame. So that was marked, and I was immediately thinking we sold off pretty heavily at the open. Big red candles. And anytime we pierce those bottom Bollinger Bands, it tells me, hey, look, this is a move that is happening right now that seems to be overextended. Price usually, about 99% of the time, likes to stay within the Bollinger Bands. Price always likes to come back inside of them like a magnet. Those bands attract price, and they want to hold it inside and keep it caressed. Now, if we look here, a powerful sell-off at the open, down back towards the bottom of that previous day's trading range. Now, I was thinking, okay, our MACD is oversold, and we do also. There were three things here. One, the bottom Bollinger Band was completely broken. That's showing me that this is an overextended move. Two, we have support down here, and three, our MACD is also oversold. So if you add all three of those things together, that gives me the confidence to say, okay, look, I'm going to take some calls in this position. Now, I took them in the bottom of the first candle, which might have been a mistake. I could have taken, maybe not. But being here, that forced me to hold the entire time. So I was buying in down here. I didn't sell on this initial bounce. I wanted to be a little more. I wanted more out of it. The trading range wasn't too wide, so I was just holding through this consolidation. And as you guys know, the longer you consolidate, the stronger the breakout will be. Now, I was seeing this support hold. I was seeing the price getting very tight. I was like, okay, this is either going to pop in one direction or the other. Now, I usually don't hold that long. That's a bit of a longer time frame for me, at least in my SPY positions when I'm day trading. But I knew that pop was coming in either direction, so I was obviously ready. By this candle, I was like, okay, I have my stop loss. If these lows get taken out, I'm easily out of this trade, or I'm gonna sell near the 13 EMA. Now, that's exactly what I did. So I was holding through this. I sold exactly at the 13 EMA because that's a pretty strong resistance. I didn't necessarily think that we were going to get strength back to come up to the high of the day. Obviously, I was wrong, and that's okay. I still grabbed my money, but listen, I left a lot on the table. Those contracts ran an extra 30% after I sold. I got my 8% gains, which is $160 in my $2,000 account, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but I left a lot of money on the table. That's okay. Listen, you guys got to be ready to take profits and you got to stick to your plan. My plan was to get out near the 13 EMA the second I saw this consolidation if we were to see a pop to the upside. So immediately while I'm seeing this, one, I have my exit. Two, on the downside, I have my exit, and I have my exit on the upside. So I have a plan. You know what I mean? When you have a plan, you got to stick to it. And obviously, I sold out, took my profits. That's okay. It was a great trade. This is exactly what I was talking about pre-market in our chat room. Was looking for overextended indicators near our support, and that was a great trade. Today, same thing. We'll move over to now Tuesday session, which is still going on. Over here on the right side, I was watching this in the 1 minute chart. So we were gapping below the previous day's trading range. It's a bullish move, bearish move, and for the gap, I always want to have the low of the day marked from the previous day because on the upside in today's session, that'll be the gap fill. So the gap filled at 296.21. As you can see here, we stopped right at it. Now, I was telling everybody in chat this morning, listen, I want to look for any sort of strength on the upside for a short position. Either we're going to get to the gap and reject it, or we're going to get to the gap and get accepted within yesterday's range. That was never the case. Now, we had a very overextended indicators here on the upside. Same deal as I was just talking about over here with the extension on the bottom. We were extended on the top bottom, the top Bollinger Band on both the 1 minute and the 5 minute chart. Now, my time frames were telling me that this move is overextended. We are right near that gap. We actually filled the gap. I was expecting a lot of orders to come in at this level, given the fact that it's a previous day's low. And there wasn't really any strong news out overnight to, back this up and get price back accepted into this level. So I was immediately thinking, okay, I'm going to take a lower risk short position. And I always trade with the same size on my $2,000 account, and I just kick the profits back to my bank or, like whatever the case may be. And the trade here was pretty clear to me. I didn't take this without any hesitation. I took this immediately and then sold back into the 13 EMA on the 1 minute. So entry here and an exit around this position here. This yielded me about 9.4%, so we'll call it 9%. Um, you know, both of those gains and just the short holding period provided enough money for my week to be, considered healthy as a trader. No, it's not saying I'm gonna relax the rest of the week and just bullshit. I'm gonna keep focused. I'm gonna go after my plan. But the plan here was a nice follow through. You had those nice two candles down here. There's no reason to be holding. You get the money like that, you get a quick 10% in 2 minutes. You gotta take it. That's the way I look at it, especially when you're trading with the size that I do, and I trade, the SPY like I would be trading penny stocks with 1,000, 2,000 shares. That's fine. You want to get that 10%? Great, take it. If you want to trade with a lower contract size and you're going for a bigger move, you're trading with 1 to 4 contracts, that's fine. Then be a little more patient. Me, I'm just trying to put money on the table. I utilize options to provide my account when I'm right. When I'm right, my trade thesis is right. I want to make sure that I stay that way. Price can change very fast. And, we could have had this move down here, hit the 13 EMA, and then break to new highs on the upside. It's definitely possible. But, I just wanted to get this quick trade recap video out to give a better visual and, more of an insider mindset, I guess, to let you guys know how I think throughout this process. And like, as we're still trading today, so I wanted to get this out and get this uploaded. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys in chat. Thanks for watching.